Like all organisms on the planet, the fittest one is the one that is going to adapt. And adaptation requires curiosity. This quote is by Richard Bandler. My name is Zaheen Nanji, and I teach people how to embrace change, bounce back, and flex their attitude so they can make resilience their first reflex. Today, I wanted to share with you 2 questions that you can start asking yourself anytime you're faced with a challenge, a difficulty, or adversity. All right, so let's start with my story about last year where I found out that I had cancer. So now now it's all done and over with, thank God. But now when I have a situation that I'm facing where I'm thinking, oh, this is so difficult, and I'm thinking negative, and I'm feeling kind of like, oh, I don't know if this is going to work, or it's just really an emergency situation, I'm always thinking about the 2 questions that I'm going to share with you today. So what I want you to do first, before I share those with you, is go back in your life and think of a time that you faced a difficult situation, whether it was a challenge, emergency situation, whether it was any kind of adversity. You got that? Okay. I also want to advise you on this, and remember this very important point, and that is this. The more you look for things that could go wrong, the more you'll find it. And the more you look for things that could work, the more you'll find those too. So here are the 2 questions that I always ask. And those are, what's the worst thing that could have happened but didn't? So go ahead, think about the situation that you thought about, and now ask yourself, what's the worst thing that could have happened but didn't? So in my situation, I could say that the worst thing that could have happened is I could have died, but I didn't. I coped through the treatments. In fact, I was fine throughout the treatments. And the second question that you want to ask is, what came out from the situation that is now positive? So let me rephrase that. How did that situation cause positive things later on in your life? So for me, I found that I became stronger, like my inner strength really increased. I found that when I go through pain or discomfort, I can actually manage. And I found that now my story, I can share it with others who are going through the same thing, and they say how it helps them. So that is something positive that has come out of this. Okay, so I hope this has helped you. Oh, and I'm also going to link to a blog that I wrote where I shared the same questions, but it's a different story. It's a story about a mother who lost 2 sons on the same day, and I helped her reframe with the same questions. So I'll link that later, okay? And feel free to share. Bye now.